Ladies, are you at the point in your marriage where you can honestly say your heart is a little bit cold toward your husband, a little bit shut down toward your husband, a little bit hard toward your husband, closed off? It happens quite frequently in marriages, unfortunately. And to be totally honest, in my first marriage, I was married for 18 years in my first marriage, I slowly allowed my heart to shut down and grow cold toward my husband. Maybe that's happening to you right now. And I want to urge you to take action before this slow deterioration of your marriage ends up in divorce, which is often the case. Here's what I've learned from my experience, not only from my own experience, but from talking to numerous other wives. Often our heart grows cold and hard and shut down toward our husbands for two primary reasons. One, you might be a bit of a conflict avoider or not really understand how to set boundaries on really immoral, sinful, wrong behavior in a marriage. And yes, this is biblical, ladies. Read Matthew 18, verses 15 through 17. Jesus talks about what to do if someone is sinning against you. Perhaps looking at pornography, drinking excessively, doing illegal drugs, being emotionally abusive to you or the kids. These things are not okay. These are sins against you. And if this is a pattern of behavior, Jesus is saying in Matthew 18, go, do something about this. Confront this person. Bring in others to put loving pressure on them to change. Don't just tolerate it and let your heart grow cold, because this will end up more than likely in divorce. A second reason that we often have our hearts grow kind of hard and cold is we have unrealistic expectations about our Prince Charming. You know, when we get married, we all think, oh, he's going to make me happy. I married him so he can make me happy. This is an unrealistic expectation, I've learned, because no human being, no man, no husband is perfect. And I know you think, oh, of course I don't expect him to be perfect. Do you? You know what? We all have these like subtle subconscious expectations that he's going to, well, perfectly romance me. He's going to love to have deep emotional conversations about our feelings. We're going to parent pretty much similarly. And if he doesn't agree with my parenting, well, then he will come on board because he'll see the wisdom of my parenting style. And, you know, finances, well, you know, he's going to have to come around to seeing things my way because my way is right. And pretty soon we have all these unmet expectations where he isn't completely, you know, fulfilling all of our expectations that he would parent correctly and handle money correctly and romance me correctly and speak my love language and make me feel cherished and adored. And all of a sudden, we're shutting down our hearts toward our husband because we have unrealistic expectations. Yes, you should expect your husband to not be sinning against you, and if he is, that he would actually seek help so that he would stop that sinful behavior. But in terms of all these other things, we have to realize that our husbands are not perfect. We are not perfect. And the remedy here is to really look to your Heavenly Father as your primary relationship, where you get your unconditional love and your security and all those things that you deeply crave inside, that you get those things from your Heavenly Father, from your ever-deepening relationship with your Heavenly Father. Pick your battles. If he's really sinning against you, set some firm boundaries. Maybe go see a counselor, go see a pastor, whatever you need to do. But in terms of all these other things, realize that you are going to be different. You're going to see life differently. That's normal. And let go of some of those things that just annoy you about your husband, if you know what I mean. You'll be so much happier, and your marriage will begin to thrive again.